Hey guys, this is Fred from Influencer Unchained, and today I'd like to share with you several tips I learned along the way to over 10,000 subscribers. And by the way, if you're currently a subscriber, thank you so much. I obviously couldn't have done it without you. And if you're not subscribed, do consider checking out my channel for more cutting edge videos about making money online and digital entrepreneurship. Anyway, my hope for this video is to provide enough helpful insight and analytics into how I've been running my channel, planning content, and other tips that are often overlooked so that you'll be able to take that and apply it to grow your own channel more quickly and successfully. And with that, let's get started with this video. So first up, I'd actually like to start off with a quote which states, "You know you're winning when you see you're being copied." And the reason I mention this is that I believe this is actually quite evident in a lot of the YouTube space, especially in the make money online niche. For example, what typically happens is a person will create a video about a certain method, say for making money online, and if that video goes viral, not only does it obviously reach a very large audience, but lots of other creators will also see how successful it is and want to copy that exact video formula, so to speak. Sometimes even to the degree of copying it down to the title and thumbnail, just because their thinking is that because this has worked well for somebody else, it also has a good chance of working for themselves as well. And while copying videos like this could work to some extent, especially in the short term, I really don't think that it's sustainable in the long run. Because in my opinion, there are a couple of problems with this. Number one, especially with a smaller YouTube channel, a lot of your viewers in your niche are going to be trickled down from much larger channels, and chances are those very viral videos you're copying will have already been seen by those viewers. And obviously, unless you're talking about topics that can be discussed in very different ways on different channels, such as videos like check out my investment portfolio, which will be largely different for every channel. If people are watching, say, a demo that they've already seen, not only will they immediately lose interest and click off your video, leading to worse stats despite your attempts to clickbait, but it could also leave a bad taste for your channel, much less give people a reason to subscribe. And number two, if one keeps playing it safe by copying other people's ideas, their channel is going to be a lot less likely to come into their own because of not actively coming up with new stuff that would impress viewers and also give people a reason to actually subscribe to their channel, even against the already larger channels out there. Now, I'm not saying not to take any ideas at all from other channels. In fact, I think it's actually crucial to constantly look at and learn from what's trending and working broadly across your niche. But when it comes to crafting your actual content strategy, you have to try to have something that sets your channel apart from others in order to give viewers a reason to subscribe, as well as a consistent direction to your channel to keep your subscribers coming back. And just to reiterate that quote from earlier, which is again, you know you're winning when you see you're being copied. If and when you start to see other creators trying to in turn mimic your content, it usually means you're on the right track to also keep moving forward. And obviously, you'd also be able to tell your channel's actually accruing more views and subscribers. And this actually leads into my second tip, which is to make videos that serve your subscribers. Now, sometimes what will happen with a channel that doesn't do this, by for example always prioritizing clickbait over delivering good content, is that you'll find that it may have a decent number of subscribers, and yet the views that these people are getting on their more recent videos is disproportionately low. And a lot of the time, it's because that channel's subscribers feel as if it's no longer worth it to keep watching, consistently at least, its videos. And it could be due to a number of reasons like repeating the same content over and over again, or going in a different direction from what these subscribers initially signed up for. Yes, it is important to put out content that will attract new subscribers, but what you really want to do is to do so while giving your original subscribers what they want, because they're the ones that your videos are going to get delivered to first. And thus its place in the algorithm will largely be determined by the engagement you capture from your subscribers, meaning that if you serve your subscribers very well, that will actually translate to and help push your videos out to a bigger audience. Now, to give you an example of how I've been doing it, let's go ahead and dive right into my YouTube analytics page. Here, first of all, we're looking at my subscriber stats over the past year, and then down on my video list, I actually have them sorted by the number of people who subscribed after watching a particular video. And as you can see, about half of my total subscribers actually come from this first video that's gone semi-viral, which is about freelancing on Fiverr. And by being aware of this, combined with actually polling my subscribers from time to time to see what they would actually like to see, I can better plan out my content in proportions that match what my subscribers would like to see on my channel, as long as that also lines up with my vision for the channel. For instance, since half of my subscribers, especially the more recent ones, come from this video about freelancing gigs, I should be incentivized to make follow-up videos that complement that original one to essentially deliver to my subs more of what they signed up for. That isn't to say that you should never come up with and explore new types of content on your channel. Just try to mostly stick to what your subscribers would likely be interested in, even if it's something new. And speaking of different types of content you can try, it's recently come to my attention that some of my videos on my channel actually bring drastically different CPMs, or in layman's terms, ad rates, which is very interesting because videos that bring you more money per view generally mean that the topic of that video is one where higher cost ads get served, and it could also mean that the viewers of that video are from an, on average, higher ad cost demographic. What I mean by that is that even among English-speaking countries, and by the way, this is purely an example, but the ads that get served to somebody in the US, let's say, will usually also cost more than those for several other countries because people from the US usually have a higher average purchasing power. And that's just one more thing I've begun to consider when it comes to not only my channel's revenue, but also in terms of attracting and nurturing specific types of subscribers. Finally, moving on to my last tip, this is something I'm still sort of developing and shaping myself, and it's having a brand or channel identity. And the reason I've included this is that recently I've come across quite a few channels that post extremely generic and widely used sort of clickbaity thumbnail styles as well as titles, to the point that I feel like it facilitates a disconnect with their subscribers. And some of these subtle details I think actually matter a lot more than they seem, because I believe it's very important to try to establish some kind of recognizable identity for yourself and your channel, to the point that your brand or your face actually draws in more clicks than the actual cheesy clickbaity stuff, because you've become more recognized and have established a reputation for yourself. And I think a great example of this is somebody like Graham Stephan, who is largely a finance YouTuber, by the way. But what's happened with him is that he sort of built up a reputation for being not only a great expert in what he talks about, but also someone people like and trust. Take myself for an example. Whenever I see Graham's face on a thumbnail and the title happens to be something I'm actually curious about, I automatically, almost instinctively, know that Graham will deliver some of the most insightful and actually fun content on YouTube for that specific niche. And so that's why I've also begun to try to do the same thing on my channel, where I put my face on almost everything, but I'm still sort of iterating on what my thumbnails should look like. And again, lots of other things can also contribute and stack up to define your brand and channel, from their look and feel to how you deliver your content, and even to things like the background music you use. And that is pretty much all I wanted to share for this video. But before we go, I actually also wrote up a free PDF explaining how exactly you can start and grow your very own YouTube channel, which is quite detailed and covers tons of things I didn't talk about in this video. To grab a copy, simply click on the first link in the description box below. And with that, thank you so much for watching this video, and if you liked it, be sure to destroy that like button to help it out, and to subscribe to my channel for more videos about YouTube and digital entrepreneurship just like this one. Also, do consider joining my free Facebook group where I often share free resources, including that YouTube guide I just talked about. You can actually download it from there as well. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.